Do you know what happens when a power is raised to another power, which is known as power of power? Well, if you don't know, you just need not to worry about because you are now on Maths Mentor. Let's see what happens when we take a power and raise them to other powers. But first, can you evaluate 2 to the third power? 2 to the third is 2 times 2 times 2, which equals 8. Now, what if we take 2 to the third and then raise it all to another second power? Well, squaring 2 to the third means we are multiplying 2 to the third by another 2 to the third. And this product is 2 raised to some power. What's the missing power or exponent over here? Well, as you're multiplying 3 2's by another 3 2's, so how many 2's you are multiplying all together? When you multiply powers with the same base, you can add the exponents. So 2 to the third times 2 to the third equals 2 to the sixth because 3 plus 3 equals 6. Next, let's look at another example. Suppose you are raising 3 to the fifth power and then you raise that to the fourth power. So that's 3 to the fifth times 3 to the fifth times 3 to the fifth times 3 to the fifths. This equals 3 raised to what power? We are multiplying a total of 23's together, so this is 3 to the 20th power. So 3 to the 5th to the 4th equals 3 to the 20th. You might have noticed a pattern here. When you raise a number to one power and then to another power, so that's same as raising it to a single power, that's the product of those two other powers. So up here 3 times 2 is 6 and over here 5 times 4 equals 20. Try applying this rule to another expression. 7 to the 4th power then raised to the 11th power equals 7 raised to what power? The missing exponent here is 4 times 11 or 44. So 7 to the 4th then raised to the 11th equals 7 to the 44th power, meaning you are multiplying a total of 44 sevens together. Next, go ahead and identify which of these expressions here are equivalent to 5 to the 24th power. These were two correct answers here because 3 times 8 is 24 and 6 times 4 is also 24. Whereas 12 times 12 is 144 and 3 times 7 was 21. So those do not equal 5 to the 24th power. Now here is a challenge question for you. 3 raised to the 50th power equals 9 raised to some power. See if you can figure out this missing exponent over here. This missing exponent here is 25, and that's because you can rewrite 9 as 3 squared or 3 to the second power, and 50 equals 2 times 25. Next, say you are raising 4 to the 5th power, then we raise that to the 6th power, and then there we raise that to the second power. All of these equals 3 raised to what? 4 raised to what power? Here you will multiply 5 times 6 and then you again multiply by 2. So you will all have a total of 60. So this expression equals 4 to the 60th power. Now one more important thing here to notice. Say you are raising 2 to the third power, we have always been putting parentheses around these expressions before raising another power like the 4. So because of the parenthesis, this means you're raising first to the third power and then to the fourth power. And this equals 2 raised to 3 times 4 or 12. But what if we leave out the parenthesis? So we have an expression like this, 2 to the third to the fourth. Well, this means something a little different. But by convention, order of operation actually says to evaluate exponent up here before looking at the exponent down here. So first you would evaluate 3 to the fourth, which equals 81. So this expression equals 2 to the 81st power, which turns out to be a lot larger than 2 to the 12th power. Try a few more examples on this concept. Here are expressions with exponents of 5 and 2, but the order is different and there are some parentheses as well. So the basis will be same. You need to figure out the exponents of all these 4 expressions. Because of the parenthesis here, you are first raising to the 5th power and then squaring it. So that's a total of 10 threes being multiplied, and this is 3 to the 10th power. You get the same answer over here, raising to the 2nd then to the 5th. But down here, order of operations says to evaluate 5 squared before doing anything else. So this is 5 to the 25th power, and over here 2 to the 5th is 32, so this is 3 to the 32nd power. So when you are raising power to any other power, pay careful attention to whether there are parentheses. And when there are parentheses and you are raising number to a one power and then to another power, this is equivalent to multiplying the exponents together, which is known as the rule of power. When our power is raised to any other power, the exponents are multiplied to get a single exponent. Hope you have understood this. Now in the last of this video, I am giving you some expression and you need not to identify the missing exponent of all these expressions. And you are suggested to mention your answers in the comments below. I'll check your answers and let you know whether you're right or not. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and like this video. See you in my next video. Best of luck.